listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe Coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. So once upon a time, my favorite energy worker, Lanaya King, offered a class to teach us what she did. That might not sound like a big deal to you, but when I tell you the kinds of transformations and healings that Lanaya was able to effect, you would understand what a big deal it was for her to offer to teach us how to do the same thing. That sounded like it was going to be pretty miraculous. I was like, sign me up. This is going to be amazing. I mean, the girl, some of you wouldn't actually believe me if I told you what I experienced as a skeptic. I was even a skeptic on her table. And still what she did for me, it was life-changing. And she's done it many times for me personally, as well as for others. She's crazy, crazy, crazy cool is what I'm saying. My favorite energy worker. Okay. So she offers to teach this class. I'm like, all in. We go to class. So a handful of us. I'm like, whoa, we're going to learn the secrets of the universe right here. Okay. And I was a conscious creator at the time. I already knew the secrets of the universe, but we're going to learn them on a whole new level. We're going to learn amazing things from Lanaya. So the bottom line, the bottom line of what she taught us was that, this is Harvey. Harvey, please leave that kitty alone. Thank you. She doesn't want to play. So the bottom line of the teachings of how to do what she did was that we intend it. We intend to create these amazing healings and transformations for people. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. There's got to be more to it than that. That couldn't possibly work. I mean, either she doesn't understand how magic she is, or she doesn't understand how magic we're not. Because it can't possibly be that just didn't seem like enough. There had to be some secret she either wasn't telling or didn't realize. I was like, okay, fine, don't tell us then. I don't think I ever even really tried practicing anything she did. I was like, whatever. And like I was making a living as a law of attraction coach at the time. If anyone should be on board with that, it was me, you would think. But no, I dismissed it. Okay, so that was a long, long time ago. But still, that was in my mind recently for a reason I'll tell you in a moment. There's another story I wanted to tell you. And this is more recently. So Janice Whiting of Lifted Spirits, she joins Ming Chi over at Good Vibe University every several weeks to host a call where they will answer it's Janice's channeling spirit to answer whatever questions we want to ask. Anything's on the table, no limits, and we get a wide variety of questions on these calls, including things like, I asked one once about recycling. I was feeling kind of bad because my area up here doesn't recycle like the way I was used to, and I just had so highly trained to recycle. And Spirit's answer was basically, just bless it. Someone asked, what about the pollution of our planet, the contaminated waters that we have to drink, or the poisoned food we have to eat? And the answer was, bless it. What do you do when your car won't start? Bless it. What do you do when you're in a challenging relationship that you don't? Bless it. What if there's a surgery you have to have, but bless it? We were blessing everything. That's the answer for a lot of questions. So we're blessing our food and our homes and our medications and our cars and our loved ones and our work and our bank accounts. We're blessing everything in sight. In fact, Janice suggests that we get in the habit of doing this regularly. She practices it herself, where just throughout the day, she talked about all the times where she's blessing things. It's regularly. I'm just going to say that, regularly. So, I mean, I've heard that, but could you just hear the way I said that? I've heard that. like I wasn't as strong a proponent of blessing everything as Spirit and Janice are. Okay, that's the backstory for the next story I'm about to tell you. One day, I'm watering my plants, And in this house, that's kind of an event. I have a lot of plants. The last time I counted, it was 65, but that was like I've bought plants twice since then. I might be closer to, 75 or 80 now. Did you see my post on my Facebook page? I had, I went to go buy something else, but I came back with a bunch of baby plants. I bought 12 plants on that one run. It was hard to get them all home in the car. Anyway, and some of you might remember the story of the maidenhair fern. Remember? I had 2 maidenhairs. One I figured wasn't going to make it, so I was ignoring it. The other one I was over tending to, and I killed it. And the other one is still behind me now. She looks fabulous. So some of you know how I am about my plants. I love them a lot, is what I'm trying to say. And not the last time, a couple times ago, I was getting ready to water, and it occurred to me. I remembered an old thing I'd learned many years ago about how you're supposed to let the water stand overnight so all the chlorine can dissipate before you water your plants. And I was a little bit horrified to realize I'd not been practicing that here. In my other house, I had filtered the water, so I felt okay about it. But up here, the water tastes amazing. I just like it straight from the tap, and that's probably not the best measure of how healthy the water is. I realize, of course, there's chlorine in this. Of course, I should have been letting the chlorine dissipate before I water all these plants that I love so much. But when I think about what's involved, how many times, how am I going to, I don't have that many pictures in the house to put out. And even if I got that many pictures, there wouldn't be any. I have a lot of plants. That's not feasible. So I'm sitting here at the kitchen faucet wondering, what should I be doing here? I feel like I got this major dilemma. And it occurs to me, Lanaya and Janice came to mind. My answer here was to just bless it. Bless the water, or to intend that the plants thrive with this purified water. I could use the power of my mind, my focus, to let that water be what the plants needed it to be. I felt a little silly that I had not already realized that instead of walking around thinking that I'm poisoning my plants with chlorine, I could just intend that this water, I kind of think of a blessing as just an intention for well-being. I'm using these terms interchangeably. Maybe you make a different distinction than I do, but it really boils down to our power to create our world based on how we focus. I could focus this water into being what my plants want it to be. I could intend that. I could bless the water into purity. I could do that. I feel a little blasphemous in saying that, because how many of us were trained that maybe some of our, like maybe Lanaya is capable of healings like that, but surely not us mere mortals are, or maybe our religious figures, they bless things. I was at some, I don't know, it was a new Buddhist temple that was opening, and I went with a boyfriend, and I bought those beads. What are they called? The beads? They'd been blessed by the head guy there. I don't know what any religious guy's title is. But then my friend one year, she sent me a present from, I don't know if he was a kahuna or what, but he had blessed this, it was like a big seashell, and she sent it to me as a gift. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever, because I was used to looking up to other people as if they had more power, they had more magic than I did. But you guys, we're all born with that power. All of us. We're all capable of doing these same things when we engage it. And I'd kind of ridiculed Lanaya for telling us that it was all about her healing secrets. It all boils down to intention. I was like, really? I don't think so. But she was right. And Janice is right. And in fact, Greg Braden said, it seems like magic sometimes what we're creating through our focus, but it's just the technology that we were all born with. We all have it inside, all of us. And it isn't that these religious figures or our healers, it's not that they're any more powerful, or if they are, it's only because they believe it and we believe it too, but we're capable of that same thing. When you decide you've got the same powers that they do, you'll experience it. I gotta say that when that really hits home and I think about how, I'm using that power to water my plants, it feels a little ridiculous. Like, are you kidding me? You know what else we could use this for on this planet today? We could use it for bigger things, my friends. Bigger things. I just got goosebumps thinking that. So my suggestion is that we start acting like it. We start behaving like powerful beings who are capable of creating these kinds of, I'm not going to call them miraculous transformations because it's how it was meant to be. This sort of stuff was meant to be normal for us. Let's start acting like it is normal and that we're capable of it. We're not limited by the laws of physics and space and time. We're making all of this stuff up. So let's make it good. That's what I'm saying. Thanks for listening. Hey, and if anyone's looking for a good healer, you can find Lanaya King online. I don't know her URL. She changed it a while ago. I can never remember her new one. But Janice Whiting, she's also really good. She's on Facebook as Lifted Spirits with a Z, but you can also tune into her as a GVU member. You can listen to recorded calls, or you don't have to be a member to listen to live GVU calls. Go click on the calendar, and you'll see Janice and Ming, their next show. I think it's later this month in August. They've always got one coming up, though. So, yeah, that's me sharing the goods. Thanks for listening, everyone. Happy manifesting, and we'll see you next time.